Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. If you're new to the page, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. Don't fall for spam in the comments below, okay? And let's get the likes up, family. Hey, you guys, we've been on this roller coaster ride called the stock market. It has been crazy. I'm a little seasick. I'm woozy, right? On yesterday's video, I said, hey, Dow's up 500 points. How long will it hold? Well, it was short-lived. The market giveth, the market taketh away. Out of all of the fears that's in the market right now, the geopolitical situation, inflation, all of this, the biggest problem is still the Fed. They keep saying, don't fight the Fed, don't fight the Fed. And what happened today, all right? So I took a few notes. At the end of this video, a lot of people have been asking, at the end of this video, download my top link, get the free stuff, okay? Time is running out. You got to do it while the bank is open and you got into the end of this year. All right, let's go right into it. I'm sorry, I took notes old school. All right, so semis are falling, right? Semiconductors are falling, and one of the problems is Micron. Micron is a semiconductor supplier, manufacturer. So they lowered their guidance, should I say it, for 2024. And remember, I kept saying, and you guys have been hearing, that we're coming into a earnings recession. Well, we're not coming into a earnings recession. We're already in a earnings recession that will continue into 2023. All right. And that is what's going to be the major thing that brings the market down. The market keeps tanking on the same news. We already know that the Fed is going to continue to raise interest rates, though the market keeps reacting on the exact same news, okay? And so companies went from no supply to being oversupply, right? And so what is the concern now? Deflation, all right? We hear about inflation, but deflation may be a problem. I know Kathy Wood talk about deflation a lot and it being a problem. And then, which is worse than deflation to me, is stagflation, though some people think it's the other way around, because stagflation could last long. All right. Stagflation means that everything is nothing moves. All right. It's just stagnant. It's exactly what it says. That could last forever. And then what happens to stocks? Stocks trade sideways forever, meaning they don't move. They're just flat. Well, you and I can't make money if stocks are flat. We can't ride it up. We can't ride it down. We can't short the market. We're not making any gains. We can't do any calls. We can't do any puts because the stock market is flat. So that's no good, okay? So we had our GDP numbers come out. So these are some of the reasons why we had another sell-off today, all right? And what does it all lead to? Fears of the Fed all over again. It's fear of the Fed, fear of the Fed, fear of the Fed. So let's take a look. As we see the S&P, everything is down. The NASDAQ is down by 2%, over 2%. Remember, we were talking yesterday about the 38. So as you can see, the S&P dipped below 38 and came back up. So it broke support and came back up by closing bell. And when I read you that report, about 89% of the stock that are owned right now are owned by millionaires, and how most of them think that we'll have another 10%, some 20, some 50%, right? And so the question is where do we see the S&P? Where do we see the S&P going for the end of the year, right? So we're trying to make a plan on when we're going to start back buying, right? Our money's not doing us any good just sitting still. So when, right? So if you look at the S&P right now, you could see that we are down 20%, right? So another 10%, let me get my notes here. Another 10% drop in the S&P 500 is 34. Let's say 34.20. All right. So another 20%, another 10% drop in the S&P is 3,400, right? In the 3,400 range, 34.20 exact if you're going off of 3,800. But a 20% drop in the market from here, another 20% would put the S&P at about 3,200, right? So you see a lot of analysts are expecting the S&P 500 to drop another 20%, which will put the S&P in the $3,200 range. Let's give this a quick listen.
Well, Carl, I tell you, don't fight the Fed. That's, how many times have you heard that over the past decades? It's true. We've been trying to play defense since really March or April. We're not having conversations at the investment strategy committee level on how we're going to hide more or get more defensive. I mean, I think we're good where we are with that, but we would expect a little bit more market downside here. But what we're talking about is, what do we do in anticipation of the economy recovering? What's the timing on that? When do we get interested in small cap stocks and high yield bonds and consumer discretionary sector? That's the conversations we're having now. And we've had a little bit of difficulty pinpointing when the recession is going to start. We certainly think we're going to have one, a moderate one. And so for us, we're not trying to hide more, get more defensive. We're looking for when we're going to get more assertive.
So the question is, when are you going to get more assertive? Are you going defensive and start to buy defensive stock, or are you going to be offensive and start to back investing into the stock market, right? I don't believe that this is a time that, when I mean by this, I mean 2023 is going to be a time to be overweighted in ETFs, myself. All right. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell rather. I don't think it's a time to just buy overall markets. Myself, I plan on also buying the market, but actually being an individual stock. Yes, I will continue to buy VTI and more likely for me, VOO, because I like the overall S&P, right? I'm going to continue to buy actually both VTI and VOO, but I'm also going to be heavily investing in stocks specific, right? But if I was to go defensive, I would be into defensive plays that I've made money in the past in recessionary periods, which was Walmart. I like Walmart over Walgreens, McDonald's, Ulta, and then in energy, right? But those you have to be careful on, because as the market falls, some of these are falling too, just like financials. I will tell you guys that don't believe that a deeper recession is coming. I know you're probably tired of hearing it, but we're just trying to help you get a plan together. It's coming, and you say, hey, jobs are still strong. Some more job numbers came out today, and it was pretty flat, right? But I will tell you right now that the job market will turn at the flip of a switch. You will literally go from 50s to hundreds of thousands of jobs less, just like that. And what will fall faster than that? The housing market. The housing market will come to a complete halt and stop and a reversal. If you're trying to buy a house right now, I feel for you. If you're a flipper, I tell you that you're in dangerous territory. You better get the flipping. You better get those properties sold. Don't let anybody tell you. All of these real estate people are telling you, no, the market's hot as ever. Okay, you need to get, if you're flipping a house, you need to get it flipped. And you don't need to be right now getting into another property right now. All right. I know a lot may disagree with me, but we've been here before. All you got to do is look at 2008. Real estate guys were still saying, hey, it's time to buy, it's time to buy, it's time to buy. And it was tanking. So where do I think the S&P is going to be? Be honest with you, my numbers is 3,100. I believe that it's going lower than 3,200. My start to buy is 3,100-ish. And my load to boat on the S&P 500 is 3040. 3040 is where I will literally exhaust my money and don't worry about where it comes, where it goes from there. If it goes down lower from there, I just know that I've gotten stuff at a good price, and we're going to start to look at the price to earnings. Speaking of price to earnings, let's take a quick look at Tesla. Just wow, just wow. Look at that, down another almost. Look at that, almost another 9% today. If I would have told you just 45 days ago that Tesla would be 125, you wouldn't believe me. As a matter of fact, people didn't believe me when I said under 150. Now look at, we're 125. It is falling like a rock. The S&P is down 1.4%. Tesla's down 9.6%. All right, let's look at the last week. Right, Tesla down 21% almost, right? And then the S&P. In the last 5 days, the last month, look at that. Look at that. In the last month, the S&P is only down 5%. Tesla's down 31%. And so this is just an example of being called into the principal's office and the principal saying, show me what you're worth. So now, Tesla has always been overvalued. It didn't matter what was going on. Tesla has always been overvalued, right? And we know that all car industries will be reporting less deliveries. Less people are buying cars because of interest rates. So all cars are going down. The entire stock market is going down. So Tesla's going to come down with that. Then you got the problems in China. Tesla's going to come down with that. But the biggest drag in the last week, it's some of all of it, yes. But the biggest drag down was Elon and not being focused, right? And I am a Tesla bull, but I'm not riding the bull right now. I'm off the bull's back. And when I see, Larry, when will you get back into Tesla? When the S&P 500 gets down to 32. That's when I'll get back into Tesla. Maybe 3280s, but that's when I'll get back into Tesla. And I don't care if I miss this, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to just grab a number out of my head. I'm going to let the data show me where to buy. You let me know, when are you going to buy stock like Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, those type of things, Meta, just FANG. Let me know, where will the S&P 500 be when you start to get back in? And I'm not just talking about dollar cost averaging. I mean where you will buy chunks of it. But my load the boat price, my price is 3040 on the S&P 500. Hey, good people, we're running out of time. Let's go ahead and get these free stock. You guys know, download the top link, get 10 free stock, and then download the link under that. Get another 12 free stock for a penny in that one. But just put $100 into both of them. And remember, Sunday is Christmas and it's Sunday. The banks are closed. So let's get those funded. All right, good people. Hey, I'm going to leave it right there. And let me know. Leave me a comment. Live, love, laugh, and learn.